Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru's Return to the Modern World, Tensura x Roshidere by Sysnax. Chapter 8. The Lord and the Lady Part 2. Important information. Read the author's note below the story. I need to explain a few things. CL's POV. Alright, before we start homeroom, we have to welcome two new transfer students. Come on. Both Rimuru and Seal enter the classroom. The instant they come in, the whole class starts to blush. Oh brother, this is about to get interesting. Continued, from the last chapter.
Alright, go on and introduce yourselves. The teacher says, urging us to start.
Hello, my name is Rimuru Nava. Please just call me Rimuru. I enjoy exercising and playing video games. Rimuru starts. I glance at the classroom looking for their reactions. The boys nod in acknowledgement while the girls look like they are about to start drooling and blushing at the sight of Rimuru. I can't lie and feel a bit jealous as there are some beauties in this class. As I look around, I see Rimuru making a small wave at Masachika, who smiles and waves back. It was now my turn. I am Seal Fisher. If you're wondering why I have a foreign surname, it is because my father is German and my mother is Japanese. Even though that's my name, I have lived in Japan my whole life. I enjoy cooking and visiting small cafes. I say. Rimuru has a slight frown as the boys begin to blush while the girls have no visible reaction other than a few nods and smiles. Alright then, you may sit next to Masachika, the teacher says. We both walk towards the two available seats and sit. Rimuru sits next to Masachika while I sit next to Rimuru. The class goes on until it's time for a break. Wow, you're so beautiful. How is your hair so shiny?
What's your favorite dish to cook? As soon as the teacher left the classroom, I was instantly swarmed by girls who started swooning at me. I look over to the left and see that Rimuru is in a similar situation. I can see that he's trying to be nice to win them all for the student council election that will happen in the future. Of course, he's thought this far ahead.
As I reply to all the girls, I see Rimuru, Masachika, and his friends who I don't know the names of. I tell the girls that I will leave with them. They kya in excitement as they think I like Rimuru or something, but they don't know I'm already dating him. I walk over to Rimuru and wrap my hands around his arms. I hear the shocked reactions of my classmates as they can now connect the dots to see that he's taken. I see Rimuru look down and smile before whispering, "Cute," and then turning his attention back to Masachika and his friends as they talk about their gotcha pulls. The corridors were packed with people as many people were heading towards the cafeteria. On the way there, many people were whispering about both me and Rimuru. We both ignored the chatter and finally arrived at the cafeteria. The cafeteria was almost packed, so we quickly ordered food. Both Rimuru and I ordered chicken with a thick curry and rice, while Masachika ordered some extremely spicy ramen. We went towards an empty booth and sat down. So are you guys also friends with Masachika? Yeah, we met online and found out we were neighbors. Rimuru replies to the question. Ah, I see. What are your names, by the way? Rimuru asks. I was going to ask if Rimuru didn't anyway. Oh sorry, my name is Hikaru, and I'm Takeshi. So do you play Genshin? Well, occasionally, but I don't grind it like Masachika does. Speaking of which, before you guys introduced yourself to the class, Princess Aaliyah took Masachika's phone because he was pulling for Raiden in class. You could have just pulled for her after class. Well, I was really excited, but it didn't save in time, so I'm going to have to re-roll again. Masachika says dejectedly. Anyways, Masachika, speaking of Aaliyah, you're like a light novel character, you know? You don't have to study hard to pass, and you're the only person who talks to Princess Aaliyah on a daily basis. I just want to talk to chicks, man. Takeshi complains. He doesn't know that Masachika used to be called the prodigy of the Suo family. Really, Q's? Rimuru instigates. You've always been so smart though. Didn't you tell me you used to be called the pro? Rimuru, one more word, and I will tell Seal about the incident.
Rimuru instantly shuts up while I look at him with a smile that doesn't reach my face. The general temperature around our table starts to decrease rapidly.
My, Rimuru-chan. Do tell me what happened. I watch as the blood from his face vanishes from his face starts to pale. I did nothing, I swear. Rimuru retaliates. Both Takeshi and Hikaru somehow getting scared as well. Should I just tell her myself? Hughes asks with a smirk starting to form on his face. We were interrupted by some shouting coming from the cafeteria. All of us look towards the sound. Whoa, it's the student council. No way, where? It's not the president or the vice president, but those three together still look awesome. I forgot how obsessed the school is with being student council. This school works differently from other schools, as in this academy, the student council actually does have power. Being on student council in Siren Academy is also a massive flex to others, so many parents tell their children to aim for president for a guaranteed successful future. The three members of the student council were just starting to look for seats with their food in hand. Apparently there's no place for the three to sit. A girl with short brunette hair, who I recognize from the light novel as Maria, talks to the two girls before going off to her friends.
Both the black-haired girl and silver-haired girl, who I saw was Suo and Kuju, were looking for a place to sit until Suo locked eyes with Hughes. She smirks and signals to Kuju to start walking with her. Hughes then sighs in exasperation. The two student council members arrive at our table and start talking. Hello, do you mind if we sit here, Masachika-kun?
Suo asks Masachika. Do you any of you mind? We both got work to do? Takeshi says, making up a lame excuse as he pulls Hikaru with him. We don't mind, I also want to make new friends here.
I say as Rimuru nods at the two student council members.
Thank you. Aaliyah says awkwardly. As she sits down next to me. Suo sits next to Hughes while Rimuru sits next to me on the other side. Can we introduce ourselves? I'm a new transfer student and I'd like to know your names, Rimuru says, receiving nods from everyone before talking again. My name is Rimuru Naba.
So you're the whale Masachika plays with. Anyways, I'm Suo Yuki, but you seem to be friends with Masachika, so you can call me Yuki.
She says while making a peace sign and winking. That was mean, Yuki-san. I don't even spend that much money on Genshin. Rimuru comments before turning to Aaliyah to indicate she can start introducing herself. I'll go next then. I am Elisa Kuju. Nice meet you, Rimuru, Seal. I'm also in your class next to Masachika. I am Seal Fisher. Just call me Seal as I prefer my first name. Then I am last. I am Masachika Hughes. As the last of the introductions were made, everyone started eating again. I knew it, Yuki comments. You ordered the same thing as me. You like spicy food, Yuki-san? I comment, wanting to become friends with her. Well, I wouldn't consider this spicy food, but it's still good. Too bad they don't have ghost peppers. I guess I'll add it to the student council's to-do. Oi, don't abuse your power like that. Masachika comments, pointing out the corruption that would be. Hee, I'm just joking, of course. Yuki says as she makes a silly smile. They're really close. Rimuru whispers in my ears. I notice that Aaliyah's eyes widen a bit as Rimuru goes back to eating his food. I know, right? I reply, less than I'm glad that we haven't changed that many things by being here greater than. Rimuru comments, opting to go with thought communication as it would be really bad if he got eavesdropped on. Are you guys friends? Aaliyah asks Yuki. We are. In fact, we've been best friends since we were very young. I think I've known him my whole life. Yuki says while wrapping her hands around Hughes's arms. A crash sound effect can be heard as Aaliyah looks shocked at the revelation. Oh drama, this vacation really is interesting.